All right, Jim, what do you got?
So it's Halloween time, right? A time for horror movies.
Naturally.
But this is Disney Channel, right?
Of course.
So, we make a Disney Channel Halloween horror movie.
Not sure I follow.
But it isn't scary.
Oh, okay.
It's shit your pants nightmare fuel.
What the hell?
Let me pitch it. See, there's this girl.
Hi,
Her name is Frances.
I'm Frances.
Is she someone I could relate to?
Not even kind of. Like, not at all. Like, she's basically a robot.
I'm all logic. I'm so logical that I skipped a grade. I say things like, there has to be a logical explanation for this. I say things like that a lot.
Okay.
But she has two brothers.
Oh.
One of them has anger issues.
I do not.
Oh, so we get to watch him overcome his anger and work with his opposing sister.
Nope. He just stays angry.
Then why is he a character?
The other brother is Darwin.
I am Darwin.
He's young.
I am so young.
He also had leukemia.
What?
But now he's better.
Yay!
But he's scared it might come back.
Jim. I hate to interrupt, but this all seems a little heavy for a Disney Channel film.
But it's also a fantasy.
A fantasy horror about leukemia?
Oh, don't worry. The leukemia thing is not that important.
Then why have it at all?
It's really about a girl and this boy.
Oh, a love interest.
Uh-huh. And his name is Larry, and he's everything that Frances is not.
So who is he? Another student? An academic rival?
Oh, no. He's an imaginary friend.
I'm sorry, what?
An imaginary friend.
Why does the logic girl have an imaginary friend?
Oh, no. Larry isn't Frances's imaginary friend. No, he's somebody else's imaginary friend. But only Frances can see him. Do you follow?
Not even kind of.
And I haven't even gotten to the best part. Every horror film needs a good villain, right? Right? And do you know who that is?
Please don't say leukemia.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman?
The Boogeyman!
So it's a comedy horror film. No jump scares or...
Did somebody say jump scare?
Ah! What the fuck, man? How can we show this to children?
DCOM Abridged presents Don't Look Under the Bed Abridged, or The Babadook Jr., available for licensing at MTI.
Babadook. Duke.
Scene: Middleburg, an ordinary town in an ordinary state. The kind of place that might fuck us all over on November 3rd. We open up on the McClausland house, where something unusual is about to occur.
Ooh, kids, wake up! It's time for school.
According to the internet, dear, it's 4 a.m.
Well, the clocks all say it's 7 a.m.
Someone must have turned the clocks forward 3 hours.
Are we sure this is a horror film? Scene: the next day. Frances walks to school.
It is the next day, and now I go to school. Not middle school, high school. I skipped a grade, remember? Don't worry, I won't let you forget. You can't waste too much time growing up.
Hi, Frances.
Hello, Joe.
Thanks for walking with me to school, even though you're in high school and I'm still in middle school.
And thank you for being someone I can spew exposition to so I don't look completely crazy. That comes later.
Say, did your alarm go off 3 hours earlier this morning? Ours did. Isn't that weird?
It's only weird because you don't have a logical explanation for it.
And since we can't go 2 minutes in a DCOM without a guy, enter Mr. Kepler.
Good morning, Francis.
Morning, Mr. Kepler.
Who's he?
He's my biology teacher. He really likes me.
I do.
I'm worried for you, Francis. Okay, I gotta go to school.
Bye, Joe.
By the way, I have a crush on your brother. Don't tell anyone, okay?
But just as Joe turns to leave, Francis turns around to discover...
Ah! My car! My beautiful luxury sports car that I parked right in front of the school like a complete jackass has been egged.
There has to be a logical explanation.
Francis? As the only student here showing genuine concern, I'm putting my suspicions entirely on you.
Scene. Family time with the McClauslins.
You know, strange things are happening all over Middleburg. Bees appeared in the principal's office, the school bus was filled with water, and somebody put a little gelatin in the swimming pool.
That girl is dead, right?
But that's not all. There's graffiti everywhere of the letter B and everyone thinks I did it.
Okay, but why do people think that Francis did it?
Did I mention my middle name is Bacon?
No, but your full name is Francis Bacon?
Yes!
As in Francis Bacon, the inventor of the scientific method?
Yes!
AKA the first person to probably state that there has to be a logical explanation for all of this?
Yes!
Look, I know this is Disney Channel, but Jesus, you've got to be capable of some subtlety.
We just want to know if any of the kids at school were talking about doing something like setting the clocks back today.
Why do you think a kid did this?
Bert, you're being very defensive. Where could all this anger possibly be coming from?
Where's all the gelatin? I was going to make my wiggly fruit thing for dinner, and there's no gelatin!
Oh, that's where it's from.
Well, there has to be a logical explanation. Wait, you think I did it? You're suspecting the straight A honor student when we have a sociopathic aspiring method actor in the family?
My favorite movie is Joker!
Well, at least my friends trust me.
Francis, did you just plant flowers that spelled out Joe loves Bert out on your front lawn? That's what I was gonna do.
Okay, I think I get this. It is a horror movie, but all the scenes are sort of goofy and off-kilter. For a second there, I thought this was going to be completely unnerving. Let's find out what happens next. Francis walks to school when suddenly everyone freezes. Only Francis moves amongst the still, lifeless corpses of everyone she knows.
Guys? Guys?
No movement. No talking. Not even any underscoring. Oh, Jesus Christ! You scared me. And just when you think the movie's about to go full tilt psycho, who comes to ruin the mood but good old Larry?
I believe you, Francis. In fact, I believe you're being framed. I think you're innocent, and if you don't believe me, you're in denial.
But Mr. Diet Carrot Top, who's framing me?
It was the boogeyman.
I don't believe you. And because I don't believe you, I'm going to get up on a table in the middle of the lunchroom at school and ask everyone if they can see you. And then I'm going to do the same thing in front of my biology teacher, the school psychologist, and the principal. And then, and only then, when everyone is thoroughly convinced that I am crazy, maybe I'll believe you.
We then cut to the principal's office, where Francis's mother has been brought in. That way, the adults in the movie can have a conversation that leads nowhere.
Francis had a list of everyone who turned their clocks back. And she's been doing crazy teen things like staring off into the distance wistfully.
Now, we're sure this isn't her homicidal brother's fault.
Now, as a school psychologist, I'm mainly here to set back the public perception of mental health professionals by about 10 years or so. But I do have a theory. Frances is acting out because she was forced to donate bone marrow to save her brother.
Oh, no, but Frances didn't donate the bone marrow. Her potentially pyromaniac brother Bert did.
Oh, don't get mad at me. It's just a theory.
And that is the plot of a Jodi Picoult novel.
I don't know that name. I don't read.
While I'm now definitely regretting sending my kids to public school, I'm starting to think that there might be a reason behind all these strange happenings. And it has something to do with hypnosis.
We cut away from that unresolved plot line to never mention hypnosis again and see Frances sleeping. Suddenly, all of her dolls' heads start turning towards her. Fog appears under the bed as the shadow of a long and twisted hand reaches out towards her.
Franny. Franny.
Francis!
Darwin, you nearly scared me to death.
Not funny. Francis, is the boogeyman real?
No, you don't have to worry about the boogeyman. Only leukemia. And the government.
Some kids on the playground said he's real, and that you can protect yourself by putting the covers over your head.
What a unique and important piece of information! Surely it'll prove necessary to the plot later on in the film.
It does not, because fuck the rule of Chekhov's gun, am I right? Scene. Larry and Frances are working together, or something.
Why do you keep following me, guy that I awkwardly scream at every time you're remotely near me?
I told you, the guy in my head is saying it.
The guy in your head? Ha! You're crazy too.
I'm not. And here's a book about boogeyman written by him.
Oh yeah? And what's his name? Something ridiculously punny and stupid like Guy and Head?
Actually, his name is Jesus.
Oh.
As Frances and Larry determine just how long this movie is going to be, Darwin enters and cannot see Larry, who is revealed to be his imaginary friend.
Darwin doesn't believe in me anymore. Because of you!
He needs to believe in his doctors!
If you loved him, you would have given him your bone marrow.
I wanted to, but Bert was the better match!
Safe!
What the fuck, Disney? Scene. The boogeyman. Finally. Larry wakes up Frances and tells her to come outside where they see the boogeyman putting up Christmas lights? I mean, it can't be that scary if that's what he's doing. Jesus!
Larry be nimble, Larry be poof. Larry about to fall off the roof.
Larry clings to the storm drain, struggling to hold his grip. Which seems a lot more suspenseful until you consider he's imaginary.
Francis! Do you see him?
No? Is that a good thing?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Soon you'll be Boogie after all.
Never!
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Scene. Larry builds outrageous inventions while Francis picks holes in the world building.
So if imaginary friends are tangible individuals that go from child to child, can a child ever create a new one of their own?
Just 2 more switches and my boogie-catching terror fuse will be complete.
I'm just saying, if an imaginary friend is just a person who happens upon a child, doesn't that rob the child of creativity and self-ownership?
1 batch of boogie goo will help catch this boogie for sure. Mwah! Bon appetit.
Also, if you're starting to turn into a boogeyman, doesn't that mean that my boogeyman has to be a former imaginary friend too? Like, shouldn't I, Miss Logic USA, be able to figure out the huge plot twist reveal by now?
Alright, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
While Larry continues to spew out more cut Robin Williams as the genie impressions, Francis's parents invite the school psychologist over for dinner because that's totally normal, right?
Oh, my, that's a lovely bus that you have there.
Oh! Oh, you mean this bust?
Oh, I meant the chest. And what do you do for a living, Mike?
I've got a PhD in solid waste engineering.
Like poo?
Okay, movie, you've earned your PG rating. Just take it, Jesus.
Excuse me, adults, but I'm going to go somewhere where the plot is actually happening.
Okay, honey. Oh. So we're all fucking, right?
I brought lube.
Scene. Darwin sits with his legs swinging over the edge of the bed.
Hello, Mr. Lincoln. Hello, Mr. John Wilkes Booth. You're looking very sexy in that waistcoat. I stan it.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta get fresh, gotta go downstairs.
The boogeyman took Darwin. We have to go under the bed to find him.
Okay. Also, I'm a boogeyman now.
Really?
Really?
So is this like an all the time thing? Only when convenient. Got it.
Scene. The Boogie World. You know, Disney actually really tried with this set. Like, it is super impressive and really fun to look at. Also, Darwin is being held hostage inside of a sock.
What the heck is happening out there?
Is that the boogeyman? Ah, is that the boogeyman? Logic doesn't work in impressively decorated soundstage sets.
I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here.
Where my people at? Where my people at?
Oh no! Larry's run out of shtick and become a boogeyman too! I guess I'll have to save myself. Darwin, if you believe in Larry, you have to clap your hands!
Okay, just stop stealing from Better Fantasy Stories. They can't take any more cheapening!
And so Larry turns normal again.
Stop! Larry time.
Well, as normal as possible.
I say certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy make that pull-out game weak.
Wait, did you just call me Franny?
I don't think I said anything like that.
The only person who ever called me that was my imaginary friend.
The boogeyman melts away to reveal
Zoe!
Francis's long-lost imaginary friend.
A girl is the boogeyman?
Boogie person. Oh,
I'm sorry I stopped believing in you, Zoe.
and I'm sorry I almost went on a murderous rampage and destroyed everyone's trust in you.
Looks like we both have been buttheads.
But now that you believe in me, I must leave and never see you ever again. Hey!
But why?
You're just too grown up now.
Wait, why?
Well, you're such a big girl.
So, by regressing back, I've grown up? How does that make any sense?
It doesn't!
You know, this movie is actually not that bad. Like, for a kid's first dabble in horror, like, it's a pretty good introduction. It's got its goofy and silly moments, yeah, but it's also got some genuinely terrifying imagery. And really, it helped me as a child learn that there was going to be scary things in my life, but that as long as I knew the difference between something that was real and something that was imaginary, I'd be fine. But nowadays, Disney Channel doesn't even play this movie. For some reason, they think that it is too scary for modern children because I guess a bunch of parents all got together and complained and bitched that their kids were traumatized or whatever, but I don't even understand. Like, yeah, it's a little bit scary, but like, it's got some good morals and good messages and is a good time for everyone. Like, I don't get why they don't want to see it anymore. Oh, I forgot a page to read as well. Larry kisses Francis. Oh, I get it. The parents were racist. Gotcha.
You know, I've faced a lot of scary things in my life. Kidnapping, the boogeyman, friggin' leukemia. But if this movie has taught me anything, it's that growing up takes a whole lot of imagination.
What an incredibly deep and thought-out sentiment, Darwin.
A little too good for this movie, TBH.
Da-da-da!
Roll credits. And that's it. That is Don't Look Under the Bed Abridged. Tune in next week for our 5th and final installment of our Halloween... Please, no more Carol Channing. Okay, but one problem. This is not a DCOM.
Yeah, but it's like an honorary DCOM.
Yeah, but no one fucking thinks that.
Well, what else are we gonna do? Can of worms?
No, fuck that.
So? Let's just do it.
Okay, fuck it. We're doing Hocus Pocus Abridged.